Hey guys, welcome back to a new episode of Love After. We have a special guest, Fibula, with us today.
Ciao.
Do people introduce you ever as Connor Wood, or do they say Fibula?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
they do.
I'm supposed to be rebranding because no one knew my name was Connor.
Isn't there like a bone in your body?
It's your leg.
Where did
It's your
that
shin.
name originate from?
I just like the word.
You just like the word.
I need to make up a cooler story. But yeah, thank you for having me. I'm stoked to be here.
Yes, we're excited to have you. So for everyone listening, Connor is in like the creator entertainment industry. Have you even seen Love Island?
Yeah.
Oh,
my
you
God,
have?
Yeah, of course.
Did you watch this season?
I didn't watch this season because I think I was on tour for a while in the beginning, and then so I missed the first
it's hard to catch
4
up.
episodes.
There's a lot of episodes.
But I was seeing everything online, and I can't start a show if I've seen the first couple episodes.
Yeah.
Spoilers online. I'm like, it's too late.
Yeah,
It's too late.
that's fair. Next season, you can jump in.
Yeah, I think so. I have to because I missed like a lot of cultural stuff.
I know it really hit like pop culture this year.
This year, it really
crazy. And I wanted to ask you too because I saw you were at the Young Hollywood Variety party. Did you meet Leah and Serena there?
I met Leah and Serena. They're so nice. They were awesome. We have the same team actually. I think.
Really?
Leah and I have the same agent.
Oh, that's amazing.
So
you'll probably cross over a lot. That's so
I think
fun.
so. Yeah. She's awesome. She's so normal.
Her edit is so funny on the show just because like I think when you meet people in person, sometimes they can appear a little different than we like meet them on the show, even though you get to see so much of them. But yeah, I mean, she had so many funny one-liners throughout the season, which I'm sure you've heard on TikTok too. Just hilarious. I'm like, we have to make some videos of those later. But I was wondering, I was like, you definitely probably met them the other night there.
I did. Yeah. Not until the end. We were actually in line together to go in. And then I didn't meet them then because they were getting
the step and repeat.
They were getting hounded. By everybody.
Yeah. It's insane.
It was insane. But then at the end of the night, we ended up in the elevator together leaving. Hey, oh my gosh. Wanted to meet you guys. Blah, blah, blah. So it was fun. Yeah.
Oh my God, I love that. It's so crazy afterwards seeing all the people come off the show and then start intermixing with like everyone in like New York and LA and seeing it. And I've like seen it over the years, but obviously this is like a lot crazier. Even seeing like Kim Kardashian messaging her was nuts. Like, it's so wild.
I mean, there's no degrees of separation because they also just like, it must be insane. So they take your phone, right? The entire time.
Yeah.
So you don't even know you've got this Instagram account.
You have no idea how it's doing.
You get out and you're like, oh, I'm like A-list now.
They fully are. It's insane.
You go in as like yourself and then you come out as like, oh, I need like media training right now.
Yeah, they give you media training, but like I think still nothing can prepare you for that because think of like normal creators like you, for instance, like someone that's gradually grown up and like, you have big spikes and whatnot.
Yeah.
But you kind of adapt to it over time. Like as you get bigger, you're like, okay, this is getting bigger. I'm getting recognized more. No, this is all like overnight. You come back and it's like, boom, it hits you.
I cannot wrap my head around that.
Yeah.
That sounds horrible, kind of.
For me, it was really shocking. So mine was nothing like theirs, but it was still pretty overwhelming being like, whoa. And I even had a little bit of a following before I went.
Yeah.
And it was still like a lot for me. So even the people on my season that came from like really small towns, they weren't exposed to any of this.
Yeah.
Like Leah at least is like from Calabasas. Like she's probably been around LA. Like she kind of knows like the scene here, like maybe a little bit seasoned with how to deal with things like that.
Yeah. I think like seeing it play out versus and being like on TikTok and like, oh, look at these influencers. Like, I'm going to do a get ready with me as like, I'm just like a person, not an influencer. But then like coming out and being like, oh, now I have brand deals and now I have this and that. I am those people now that I follow. I genuinely don't think I could do it. Because like you said, like it's a gradual thing you learn as you like, grow. And like looking back
be shocking.
At my old stuff, I'm like, oh wow, I can't believe I posted that. But then they're like, oh, now this is the biggest they've ever been.
Because I wanted to know your crossover with like, so as you blow up, you get like celebrities that message you. Like, are there any really crazy ones that you're like, wow, this is like insane?
I've never had a celebrity like an insane celebrity message me first. I don't think. Oh, well, trying to think. I know like in interviews and stuff, like people are like, when I was first like blowing up, like Emma Chamberlain did an interview and it was like, oh, like Fibula is my favorite TikTok.
Oh, that's cool.
And I was like, oh, that's really cool. And then Mia Khalifa used to be like a pretty active like follower of mine. She has since unfollowed. I understand, no worries. I'm trying to think of other people. A lot of the Netflix crew, but I don't think I've had like a major person like slide in my DMs ever.
Okay. I'm like, well, his are open if anyone's listening.
They are open. I do check them. And
this is like
no, nothing cool. I wish I had like a cool one to report, but there's probably like no major celebrity would slide in because they know that I would go on a podcast and be like, yeah, they slid in.
Well, the Love Island people like are going on podcasts saying it, like Kim K slid into Leah's DMs.
Yeah,
like, that's insane.
That's fair game, and it also like is good PR for someone like Kim Kardashian to be like, yeah, I watch TV.
Yeah, no, totally. And like Margot Robbie and all her Barbie movie interviews, she was like, my favorite show is Love Island.
Yeah,
it makes them relatable.
That was like so authentic because she went on some carpet and was like, I know you.
Yeah, she was like, I know you from Love Island.
Yeah.
He was like, wait, what?
Yeah,
because he was like a British. One of the guys from the British version, like interviewing her on the tour, and she was fangirling over him.
Yeah, isn't it funny with celebrities? It's like, oh my gosh, they watch TV.
Yeah,
they're just weird. Like us, you know.
And
weird. It's like, okay, super low.
Because we live in LA. Have you ever seen a celebrity doing like a normal person thing? Like one time I saw Owen Wilson riding a bike, and I thought that was like a fish out of water moment. Oh, and I saw Anna Kendrick at the movies. Wasted on a date, like absolutely trashed, and it was so fun. I was like, crazy. I want to be there. I know. I was like, why would you do that? But they were at the Grove too, so it wasn't like a random ass movie theater. So they like went and got dinner somewhere at the Grove, got drunk, and then just went to the movie theater. Blue Ribbon right next to. Wow, yeah. I was at Blue Ribbon. I was like, whoa, it looked fun. She was having a time. I was happy for her. Yeah, I didn't even know her, and I was like happy for her. Enjoy. Movies drunk is an enigma to me, but I support. I'm trying to think of. I saw Arnold Schwarzenegger riding a bike. Doesn't he go to Gold's? Yeah, it was in Santa Monica. Oh. But I saw Paris Hilton getting a lobster roll. That's a good one. At the time, I see Jonah Hill all the time. You do? Yeah. That's a good one. I see Tobey Maguire all the time. I've seen him a few times. Who else do I see like all the time? But like not like just see like doing things. No, yeah. Yeah. Jonah Hill's always like getting a coffee. Okay. Oh. I saw Jason Momoa order eggs at a Thai restaurant. All he ordered was hard-boiled eggs. Yeah, look at that body. Look at that tight body. I know. He's definitely prepping for something. I love when I see a celebrity like in disguise, and I'm like, oh, that's XYZ. Mm-hmm. I saw Nicki Minaj eating a salad. That's a good in a disguise, and it's like you can't. In a disguise. She had a hood on at the restaurant. I'm like, that's less of a disguise to put a hood on. That's wild. Yeah. I saw Sarah Paulson. From American Horror Story. Yeah. One time someone told me I looked like her. You don't. I was like, what? It was someone from like my office job too, so I had to be like, oh my gosh. She's old. She's older. That's like a crazy. I was also really young at the time too, so I was like, okay, that's a weird one. I was sitting shotgun on Beverly Hills Boulevard, like on the long stretch part where you hit every single light, and she pulled up next to us, and she had her window down. I was like, Sarah, just as a joke, and then she looks over and like just says hi, like hand up, and then. And I was like, that's okay to do. Like, I'm not offended at all. That makes sense. That's fine. But okay, my other flip side of asking you about like seeing famous people in it is like seeing in LA is seeing the fans. What kind of interaction do you normally have with like fans? Because I have some all over the board type stories. Like, like have you ever let fans get like a little too close to you? Like I obviously know one story about you that's hilarious. Yeah. I used to be crazy with like, I didn't think that anything was going to come of me being online. Yeah. I thought that it was just a blip, you know, and I'd go back to the office. Yeah. But so I was just kind of like, this is fun, whatever, this is fun. And then your digital footprint lives on. But I reeled it back in when I was like, all right, this is a career and this is my job. So yeah. But I don't have that much interaction in LA because I feel like everyone is someone here. Yeah, but when you go other places, like if I go to the East Coast or if I go to like the Midwest or even Texas where I'm from, the volume of people that I interact with is like way higher. I think because not everyone is an influencer in other places. Okay, that makes sense. So, but like it's pretty normal. Like I don't have any no one that interacts with me is like weird. Yeah, or, like I've been like too drunk before and like met fans out and like fully brought them back to my hotel and like partied with them for a night and like had them like posting stories and the next day like had like random people text me and be like, how did you know so-and-so and so-and-so from my college? And I was like, who? And then I was like, oh no, I probably should not have done that. Like that could have been dangerous.
Well, yeah, I have done that. And
they were nice girls, but I was like, ooh.
Usually like you have a good read on people, you know, you can judge people pretty quickly. Like, this is not a freak, you know, this is someone who I'd be friends with. Mm-hmm. And I think that's fine. I have done the thing where when I'm on tour for my show, like my comedy shows, I will go and like I don't know people in Columbus, Ohio or something. So I'll go to like a bar or whatever. Mm-hmm. And there will be people there that like either came to the show or whatever. Mm-hmm. And they'll be like, come with us for tonight. And then we'll show you around. I'm like, okay, cool. That's fun.
Yeah, that's fun. I've done stuff like that. I mean, I've never been on like tour or anything and not there yet, but
no,
it's so fun. You have to do that.
It's fun. It's really cool. And I'm going to like a lot of places that
you are.
I wouldn't have gone to otherwise.
Yeah. So. Okay, wait. One of my questions is I want to ask people, everyone has like, wait, where are you from? You're from Texas?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
No.
I thought you were like a Midwest person. I thought you were from like Chicago.
No. Oh my gosh.
Really?
I've never gone to Chicago before. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I thought Chicago. My read was like a Midwest person, but maybe I just think that because I'm from the Midwest.
Could be. Yeah. You're projecting.
Right I am. No, I totally am.
I have family in Michigan though. Where
that's
you from?
True. But okay, here's one of my things.
Yeah.
Okay, but people have like hometown horror stories.
Yeah.
Are there any good ones from your hometown?
Like kind of. We're from Texas. It was really weird. Like growing up, it was like everything. It was very Christian. Mm-hmm. So everything was like, I went to the principal's office one time in high school because we had red Solo cups in a picture on Facebook.
Oh.
And it was like after a soccer game and like someone's parents just like
used
had Solo cups at their house and we like took a picture. I was like,
Did you go to private school?
No.
Oh, it sounds like a private school thing.
Public school in Texas feels like private school.
I have the same problem with my hometown. The public schools felt like private schools, but
everyone knew each other's parents. The teachers knew your mom, had kids in the school. So it was really weird. And they knew everything and they were in the loop and they liked to gossip with kids. And like, so there was a lot of like tattletaling, you know, kind of weird gossipy stuff that would happen.
I'm like looking for like a crazy story. Like we have like some nuts things that happened in my hometown.
Give me an example of something.
Like in my friend group, like two of the parents like swapped. Like we had that. We had like that exact thing.
The exact same
crazy
thing,
yeah, just like weird hometown shit.
Yeah, there was an era in my high school, actually a little bit before high school. I think like it carried over into high school, but like middle school for me probably. There was an era when all of my friends' parents were like hooking up with each other.
Swingers, like a swingers community.
They were swinging. My mom just told me this. They were swinging, and my parents were never obviously a part of it, but I had no idea. But it's weird thinking about like our parents, you know, when I'm 8 years old, they were early 40s. Like to me, I hang out with people in their early 40s. Like I could totally see them like hooking up with someone at a party. You know, and then just like working through it.
Yeah.
And they're like,
well, we have like right now, like my prom date from high school is now dating my mom's friend.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like that's weird.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no,
that's
like
absurd.
Like I just feel like my hometown might just be like really fucked, but like not that that's like fucked. I'm like happy for you guys if you're listening.
I'm trying to think like in terms of like the school. Our big drama is other people's like basic stuff. Like we would have a party and it would get back to the, you know, someone we'd run from the cops, things like that.
Yeah.
But nothing juicy, I guess.
Yeah, I thought for sure you'd have something.
No, I mean there was one time a kid brought a bong to school and
a bong.
Yeah.
No, I got it.
Weed to us is probably like heroin to other people in other people's schools.
Got it. Yeah.
At the time.
Yeah.
And he brought a bong in a backpack. And
why was he going somewhere after school, or like was he going to do it at school?
I don't know.
Like a glass thing. Like how does it not break in your backpack?
BYOB to high school, but he basically like someone told on him. He heard the cops were coming. He was like, "Can I use the restroom?" Ran, and we were all getting texted during school. Like everyone go to the window. He sprinting across outside the school, sprinting to the baseball fields, which were across the highway. And then we lose him, and we can see the cops coming into the school. So he's
You guys
like
got like a
beating
live
them
action play.
Yeah, and he went over there and texted us all like, "I just buried it, like behind the baseball field." And then he walked back into school, and they're like, "Why'd you run?" And he was like, "No reason." And he never got caught. I'm like,
"Is this back there? You think?"
I think he went and got it.
He went and got it. I was gonna say someone should go back and dig up the bong.
It was a large bong. Like it's probably expensive for someone for like a high schooler.
Yeah.
But no, I guess we didn't have anything juicy. I had other high schools adjacent to us. Like one of the kids' moms was sleeping with all of the high schoolers, like the high school boys.
Yeah, we had one of those.
And it was just like something that, and it was a dude that was like friends with.
Oh, was that? We had it the other way around.
Yeah, it was a guy's mom who was sleeping.
Oh no, we had that. Yeah,
all the other guys on the football.
Oh, the guys.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Yes, that's how ours went. But it was only one person. But the person happened to be underage, so they had to like move states and stuff.
Oh, it's not good. All of these kids were underage. Yeah.
So it went to court.
Like I don't think anyone ever pressed charges. That's like it was small fish for them to fry, I guess.
It's just wild. I don't know. I feel like there's so many ridiculous stories. But of my parent or of my friends, how the parents like switched. We're like out one night and we're going back. My friend's like, "Hey, you can stay out later because you'll sleep at my house." And like my parents, we had an earlier curfew, even though like we didn't. I don't know. I just was like, "I'll come back to your house." She's like, "Okay, just like text me when you're back." And so I texted her. And you have to like break into their houses to get in. And she's like, "Hey, I left like the door unlocked." I'm like, "Oh, it was locked." I climbed through the window. I go up the stairs. I'm like in her room. And I text her. I'm like, "Where are you?" Like, "I'm in your room." She was like, "No, like I'm in my room." And I was like, "What do you mean?" So I had actually broken into the other parent's house and was like in the wrong house in the bedroom. And I was like, "Oh no." And she's like texting me. She's like, "The cops are going to come. Like, leave now. Like my mom will like freak out, like call the cops on you." And I was like, so I had to sneak back out of the house and left. And I like never got caught. But
I was like, have nightmares like that.
Yeah.
Where I'm in the wrong house and I need to get out.
Yeah.
You know, it's never trying to get in. It's like trying to get out.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you just made me itchy.
I know. I was like, "Oh no."
No, like I just got anxiety. I know.
Chills.
I took one of those Lemmy sleeps last night.
I thought you were going to say more than one.
Yeah. No, yeah. That's why I'm like a little loopy.
If you're in a documentary for like anything, what do you think it would be for?
Like if I was the subject of the documentary or I get
just like either. Like if you ended up, I just feel like there's documentaries for like everything now. What do you think it would be? Like maybe like Rise to Fame in Hollywood or something.
I mean, that would be awesome, but unfortunately, I think it would be like I just found this coin and it's like part of a bigger picture of treasure or something.
Oh, I think
it would be like an accident.
An accident thing.
It would be like this is a bigger thing or a small piece of this.
Yeah.
Thing.
Okay.
And I love the movie Fool's Gold. I have this fantasy that like I will find something, a map or something.
And then just
I'm giving myself chills. Like I hope I find something. I would love to go treasure hunting.
Yeah. I love National Treasure. I forget where I saw it, but someone was like, "It's one of my favorite movies."
It is.
Actually, no, I hate where I saw it, and I just said it now. I heard it on a Blake Lively interview.
What do you think about that whole situation?
It's so her press tour. It's shocking me because I grew up like a Gossip Girl fan. Like I loved Gossip Girl. Like it is me, my target market. It's my age. Like everything lines up. So I grew up like a Blake Lively fan and always thinking like she's so sweet and so nice. Blah blah. Blah. I'm shocked at her responses for things. It's weird to me. It's like disconnected. I'm like, what's going on? And then now the new PR team coming in trying to put all these good things and TikTok just eating it up like nice try is so funny.
I'd say this always about SNL. Like SNL cannot exist in the way that it does anymore because by the time SNL comes out on a Saturday, TikTok's had a week to make jokes about stuff that's happening.
It's so true.
So unless they're writing new stuff, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
PR teams, even a crisis PR team, cannot work as fast as TikTok
No,
does.
they can't.
And the TikTok, there are people on TikTok that work so fast and so tirelessly to find an interview from 2008.
Yes.
And a clip from that. Like, I can't even find a text I can't find the text that you sent me of your address faster than someone can find this thing that she said this one time 8 years ago in this interview that was kind of rude. Like they just do it.
It's nuts. It's not just TikTok too. Like these Discord communities, I can ask questions like, "Hey, can you guys dig up this old photo of this?" Or like, "Can anyone find from episode 3 in Love Island season 2 when someone says this, someone will send it to me like that." It's crazy. Like
it's crazy, but it's like, we're going to have to adapt.
Because so what? Just don't make mistakes like that in the first place, or like
don't be
over prepared.
Person,
I know. Like just be better prepared, or like know your shit.
I mean, the stuff that's coming out, it's just like that's an actual, not like you were short with someone because you had I'm sorry, I was having a bad day that day.
Yeah, it's like that.
Actual like
it's like it's showing too much.
It's like
the colors are showing through too much.
Yeah, it's like you're right. It's like true colors. But I do think that like you get to a certain level of celebrity.
All you can do is fall down.
Where it's like you and Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
They are like the A-list celebrity printing money at this point. Like it's I've never been like a huge fan of the like 3D printed celebrity types. Like
what does
like
that
the
mean?
Ryan Reynolds, like it's just like this is I mean, it's like not even a real person anymore.
Yeah, yeah, I get what you're saying. Like
they feel a small piece of like a capitalistic celebrity. You know, it's like I'm gonna sign off on Mint Mobile. Like, you own a cell phone company? What do you mean?
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I mean, the whole thing is like I read the book, and
I mean, that's a
coming
whole
from someone that like read the book. B, I've also like experienced like abuse in relationships, so it's like I have like those two personal ties that also like making me hear these are like, what the hell is she saying? I'm like, are you for real? But then a lot of the things I have not only like heard from therapists myself from working with them, and then also like people on TikTok, they're like, unless you've kind of gone through it, it's really hard to talk about it or have whatever. But like, she could at least acknowledge it better,
or just be quiet,
or just let someone that does take the reins. Like, there's got to be someone on the cast that experienced it. Like, it's too popular of a thing.
Well, Justin Baldoni seems to be
doing really well
good job of being like,
TikTok loves
remember why we're here.
Yeah.
You know, and let's remember what the themes of the movie are, the book are. And my understanding is that he had, because he's the director, there's a director's cut.
Right.
And then allegedly, this is like hearsay. I don't know if this is true or not.
This is all TikTok information.
This is purely speculation. I'm also like not in the loop at all. I haven't read the book. I haven't seen the movie. I don't really know anything about Justin Baldoni besides what I've been told.
Yeah.
But he has a director's cut, and then allegedly Blake took the movie to whoever made Deadpool, movie, and they made their own cut.
Yeah. And switched the cover.
And there were creative differences that led them to have a falling out like behind the scenes. But all I've seen recently is like Blake's like cutification of this movie whose theme is domestic violence and relationships. And it's like, also check out my hair care line. I'm like, I think like
the launch, like they planned that launch during this movie. Like that was ahead of time planned.
I think it's crazy that now TikTok like is king. So I mean, there's the president of the United States could get canceled on TikTok.
Yeah, like the TikTok could sway the whole election based on the videos people are making.
And I think it's a wake up call to like A-listers where it's like, you still like the watchdogs of TikTok, Gen Z are like watching you and keeping tabs on you and keeping you in check. Because like if you are an A-list celebrity, she could retire. You don't you don't have to do this.
Yeah. I mean, that was also a problem from the beginning. Like I read the book, the actress that should have played this woman is like, I pictured her in her like, I think she is like young 20s. Like Blake Lively's already got a full ass family. Like I already know that too. Like her and her Gossip Girl era age could have been playing this role, but like even then, no, the girl's a redhead, and I just wish they had picked a natural redhead for the role too. Like there's so many good actresses that could have worked for it. Also, it could have been a breakout role for someone. So I would have gone a different way.
I think a lot of people agree with you, and I know nothing about this movie.
Yeah.
Like I only know what I've been told.
Yeah,
but it seems like a big flub. I also think, like, if this ends up being marketing, which like I don't think you can come back from what I'm seeing, it would take some serious work.
This is not coming back. This is like she needs to just back off it.
There are still people that think that like them unfollowing Justin Baldoni on Instagram or whatever is like marketing for the movie. I'm like, this is bizarre.
No, it's not.
And when it starts going south or a direction that you didn't plan its guide, step in and be like, we're joking. It's a joke. It's a prank. We're joking.
It's a prank. No, they're not going to be able to do that. There's no way. It's already way off the rails at this point.
I agree.
After the documentary thing, I wanted to ask you, ever explain something in a video or like go on a podcast and talk about something you know like literally nothing about, or like in school? Like I wrote, or like, I don't know where I was going with this, but I wrote an entire essay on something where I didn't even know what it meant. Like on exams in school, you know how they have like the written portion? Have you ever not known at all and you just write an entire essay on like absolutely nothing 100%. Or like what you don't know what it is?
100%. Talk about dreams I have. I always have a dream I get to class, college.
Yeah, and you don't
and I somehow forgot to go the whole semester. And there's a final. And that's my dream. I'm like, I have to figure out what NATO is, like in real time.
Oh no.
Do you know what NATO is?
Yeah.
What is it?
The national. No, it's like our treaty organization.
Yeah, I don't.
Treaty, or like if I had to do the abbreviation.
I don't remember, so don't.
North American Treaty Organization. I probably get it wrong on multiple.
Sounds right to me.
On multiple choice. I don't even think it's organization. It's like it's one you wouldn't think it is. So maybe I would be able to get the multiple choice down to 2, and then I'd be down to the 50-50 guess. So I would maybe get that. But no, I wrote an entire essay on what whistleblowing meant.
You were right, by the way. North Atlantic Treaty. Oh, Atlantic. Treaty.
But like I said, I knew it wasn't what I said. I knew it was something off. Right. So it's Atlantic is what I would have pinned in my head as like, that's wrong.
Yeah. Well, my whole podcast with Brooke is completely based on things, but I'm okay being like, I don't know anything about this. Like, let's look it up in real time, because chances are a lot of people are going to be like, you're dumb. Whistleblowing?
Yeah.
We looked that up on the podcast.
You have recently. Before?
Yeah, because we were talking about Boeing.
Are you serious? Oh my God, that's hilarious. Yeah, I wrote a whole essay on whistleblowing, and I think I have it saved in my like memory box at home, and it is fucking hilarious because I am so far off, and I committed to the essay. Like, I committed to 5 paragraphs on something that I made up the definition for.
I think that's okay. I think that shows true dedication to your work. I think that shows confidence. I think that shows passion and drive.
It's so bad. It's so bad. Oh, have you seen the Hunger Games?
Of
course. Okay. When I go to workout classes, like do you do group fitness?
No.
I
need to be alone.
Maybe
so
you would do group. Okay, I will treat my group fitness classes like I'm in the Hunger Games. Like when they get the score.
Yeah.
Like I'll be like looking around the room, like, okay, would I score like higher for that?
Like Orange Theory.
I don't do Orange Theory. I do like core power.
Oh, so but not I'll be legit like, score. The score is in your head.
No, the score is fully in my head.
They do scores.
No, I know they do. I did a cycle class, and I was so pissed because I was just not up to par with the people that are obviously like training and cycle. And I was I fucking quit. I shouldn't be in the bottom.
Yeah.
And I had the number wrong, so I was like looking at the wrong number, thinking I'm like doing really good. I'm like, wow, I'm 2, and then I realized like, no, I'm like 22 in the class. But no, I'll look at it like a score when I'm like in a workout class, being like, okay, if I like miss this set or if I don't do this, then like I'm getting docked points, and then I'm like not gonna win the Hunger Games, and I'm gonna die. And I'll start looking around the room like, could I take these people in the Hunger Games?
I do that on airplanes.
Like if something broke out, like would I be the one that makes it, or
who's my alliance too?
Who is my alliance? Okay.
Who seems like they have a good head on their shoulder? Who am I gonna eat?
You would eat on the airplane?
If we went down in like a lost situation.
Have you seen that movie where they have to like eat the dead people?
Which one?
I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
It's like the true story one. Society.
Oh my God.
Something Society.
No.
My sister sent it to me and told me it was like a good movie. No disclaimers. She like tricked me into watching it, basically. But yeah, they eat the dead body. They had to survive. And some people said no, and then they died. But that's crazy that you like assess who you would eat on the plane.
I mean, I was joking. That made it way more real.
Oh, sorry.
No. I'm just joking. No, I mean, it keeps me busy on the plane.
Yeah. To raw dog the flight.
No. Oh my gosh. I'm screened out. I'm screen maxing.
Maxing.
I've got my phone out. I usually open my laptop, and I previously just like open my Gmail. So it looks like I'm waiting for an email to maybe connect to the internet, or I'll open up like a deck. A deck that someone sent me.
So it looks like you're like working and doing job things.
Yeah, because I like that is like a fantasy of mine forever.
It's like being someone that works on the plane. It's like having that much work that you're like working on a plane.
I've got stuff I need to do on this flight. So and
Gianni that you met downstairs, he works on planes because he's always working. I don't know if you know what he does, but he's a software engineer. So it's like coding, like the whole screen's black. It's like bleep bloop numbers. I'm like, you literally look like you're about to take over the plane right now. I'm like, people must be staring at you funny.
He needs to send me a screenshot of that so I could just have it open.
Yeah, just have it open and like
like it's not nothing's
like
changing.
Fake piano playing.
Yeah. Garage band is open.
I've always wanted to do that. I've always wanted to be like a music performer or like have a performance, but I have zero musical talent. So I would need to do the whole like Paulo Isabella type deal, like lip sing. Like I want to do it so bad.
You should. There's nothing stopping you. There's nothing stopping you.
Or like I want someone to pre-record like the piano or the guitar element, and then I go up there and I just get to fake it. But I get to like do the whole performance and everyone cheers for me.
That's amazing. Until they're like, hey, come to NPR Tiny Desk.
Yeah. No, I think everyone sounds off tune on NPR. I hate NPR. I'm like such a hot take for this, but I hate it. I think everyone sounds so terrible on NPR.
I have a couple favorite ones.
Yeah.
I'm going to miss a couple, but I really like Mac Miller's.
Okay, I'll maybe watch that. And I can't get behind NPR. But who else?
Remy Wolf, Chapel Roan,
Okay.
and Sturgill Simpson.
Okay.
And Chris Stapleton.
Okay.
Those are all people that
I heard Taylor Swift on it and everything sounded horrible. Olivia Rodrigo, everything sounded horrible. And I like love them. So I was like, I can't watch this. I was like, it's gonna make me hate them.
Those are people that are used to arenas. So I'm sure it's like a little bit of a different vibe to be in like a small room.
Do you deep dive people before you go on a date with someone, like on the internet?
Yeah.
Like you really deep dive them? Like you YouTube them.
I deep dive people, and if I'm like,
I YouTubed someone I went on a date with. I found a YouTube video of theirs from when they were like 15 years old singing guitar. I couldn't go out with them.
Yeah.
They gave me the ick so bad. It was really hard.
That's really tough.
I know. But like I literally went on their like I feel like that's so invasive of me.
No, it's not. It's public info.
It was so bad. I was like, oh my God.
They filmed it.
Sometimes to watch it with friends.
I mean, I dread
have no idea.
I dread people looking me up before.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, do you have stuff like that out there?
I have
like
I've made vlogs before where I've but they're comedy. Like it's all comedy. I think I've ever posted anything serious in my life, honestly.
Oh, do you have any really like bad dating stories? Because I actually have two that are not mine, prep to tell, but I want to hear if you have any like good ones. Because these are like absolutely absurd.
Start with yours and I'll think on it
like this is absurd in the fact where and we need to come full circle to this, but okay, Glenn Powell went on a podcast and he told like a story of like his friends, sisters, whatever. And it's like that classic dating story gone wrong where the person was like putting lotion on them. And then the person was like really just prepping them to eat them because they got a rash from the lotion. They go to the doctor's office the next day. Okay. But anyways, this whole story. Yeah. But it's like a story everyone's heard. I'm like shocked you haven't heard it. It's like not prepping. He like basically took a story he's heard through like 10 people and made it his story on a podcast. And I was like, no, that story's been around forever and it's not your story. I have two stories that are actually my friends' stories. They're ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like gone wrong.
Hit me with one.
And then maybe you'll think of bad ones you've had.
I will. I'll think. I haven't had like any nightmarish situation.
No, I like have had some that are borderline nightmare, but like I have friends in New York that would just date a lot. Like I had one friend that she was like, I need free dinner every single night. Like, or I can't live here. So I'm going on dates. So obviously she ended up on some really fucking scary dates.
I have someone I know who needs rides places and will just swipe on Hinge and then be like, can you come pick me up?
No way.
And then drop me off here.
Shut the fuck up. That's hilarious. Yeah. That's iconic. That's really funny.
She'll like need a ride home from the bar, like a DD, and doesn't want to get in an Uber.
Shut up.
So she'll be like, can you come pick me up from the bar and then drop me off at home?
Hey, did you just hear my mouth whistle?
Oh, I thought that was your nose.
No, I have a gap in the bottom of my teeth. And because
I have that too.
I got a bottom retainer put in, it's pulling it tighter and tighter. So I have less and less control over the whistle noise going out. And it's getting higher and higher pitched.
Is it going to go away?
Yeah,
are you going to miss it?
Eventually, maybe.
What if you have to hail a cab?
No, I can't because I can't whistle on purpose. It only comes out on accident.
Did you hear mine when I did it?
No, is it good? That's pretty good. Mine's like, see, I can't do it. That's really good.
Yeah, it worked.
Oh, hell yeah. I called the dog.
I know, sorry.
Okay, no, back to the dating story. This one's absurd. So my friend goes to a brunch and I was actually at the brunch. So I met this man. I met him in the flesh.
Oh,
so he exists. This is so crazy. And he was like, I don't know, they like hit it off. So they were gonna like spend the rest of the day together. And I was like, all right, it's like brunch this morning. I'm going home. I also like at the time was like, I hate date drinking, not my thing. I'm like, now I like prefer it over
night drinking. But
yeah, I was like, not my thing. And he was like, let's hang out, let's spend the day together, whatever. And he was like telling her about all these like mission trips he would do in like Africa to save like the gorillas and stuff. And he's really passionate about it. And she's like, this is amazing. She's like really spiritual. Like, I was like, wow, this is like a good match. She took an edible with him. And then he was like, do you want to go back to my apartment? And she was like, sure. She walks in the apartment, huge printed photos all over the apartment of gorillas, like the silverback gorillas he's obsessed with.
I thought you were going to say of her. Oh, this is it's a better outcome already.
I don't know. And so there's like gorillas everywhere. And he was like telling, even I heard him tell one of the stories at brunch, how he was like obsessed with the way they mate. And like they're like really aggressive, like mating and stuff. I don't even remember what the fact is, but it's something like ridiculous where they'll like kill another gorilla in order to like mate with the one they want. I don't know the facts. Someone fact check me. But the gorillas were like everywhere. She said there was like jungle leaves everywhere. Like he made the whole apartment like a rainforest jungle with his like gorillas. She starts like panicking and like doesn't know what to do. She's like, what the fuck? He's like obsessed with gorillas. So she's like trying to weigh in her mind if it's like scary or not. So she goes into the bathroom to call me and like, is this bad? Shuts the door, realizes like even the soap pumps were gorillas. Like right across from the toilet, there was a gorilla photo just staring at her. And she called me. She's like, am I high or is this weird? And I was like, it's weird. You need to like get the fuck out. But like, isn't that insane?
See, that is something where
like the rug was even a gorilla.
You can't even recover from that, even like from a personality perspective. It's not like fun and like quirky. It's like
quirky. Like no, he's like obsessed. He was like talking about like the way they mate and stuff. And I was like, all I could picture was like them hooking up and like him hanging.
No, that's a man that needs to go to like therapy.
Yeah, therapy.
What is your obsession with
gorillas?
So
like silverback specifically.
From a like instinctual perspective, like animalistic perspective.
Yeah, maybe
like,
it's something like really
like Freudian.
That's true. It probably is something Freudian.
Like, do you want to fuck an animal?
No, yeah, like it's freaky. The whole thing's still really scary.
Yeah. Ooh,
yeah,
I don't like that.
Gorilla, so we had Gorilla Man. The next one's worse, and I like this because I'm really hoping that our viewers will see this and say that they also know this man, because it had overlap with a couple people I know, and too many people have gone out with this person. So I need the whole internet to like come through right now and be like, I also have gone out with this man, and this happened to me too, because he's live and all about in New York right now. Like if you go on New York, like there and you're on Hinge, like there's a chance you match with this man on Hinge. So this is crazy. His whole thing is like he'll start messaging you, be like really nice, really sweet, like want to go on a first date. You go on the first date. Immediately after, he'll go out and get like blackout drunk and start like cursing you out in paragraphs. Like sending like paragraphs. Like I've seen like the scrolls of it. Like it's insane. It's like, what the hell? Like screws go loose. And then he'll like start saying really absurd, profanity things, like really graphic, going nuts. And you're like, whoa, like I just met this man.
Yeah.
And this happened to two people that I know, being like, I literally just met this man. Why is he blowing up my phone? Like I need to block him.
Yeah.
And then at the end of his blow up, he then sends, I'm going to have to like probably bleep his name. Maybe we don't because it's a first name. He sends a thing that says he came through dripping, and then you open it and it's the most ridiculous nude you've ever seen in your life. And then like that's like his whole shtick.
Wait, so he cusses you out?
Yeah, he cusses you out in like paragraphs. Like you can scroll forever. And then like when he calms down, he'll just say he came through dripping and send the nude.
What's the nude? Why is it a ridiculous nude?
Absurd. I've seen it and was like, it's like shot from like a really crazy angle.
You have to give.
I know, it's like shot like all the way like down going up. It's like going up, so like the face is in it too. But it's so people that I know have this story that interlinked it. Like we both had the same story of that happening, and he says his signature is I came through dripping.
Like it's giving me so much anxiety, and I feel like this is like a clip that they'll use during his demise.
Oh, like when he's got his own documentary.
Yeah, when we're
this is our moment in our documentary. What? Then this is
my god!
This
See,
is how we make it in the documentary.
Bigger thing.
Yeah, this is how we make it in the documentary.
Gosh. He needs to dry up.
Yeah. I had asked someone the other day. I was like, when you're dating, how do you know like you're not talking to someone like way too young for you or like too Gen Z? Like, what are like flag words that come out? And I'm like, if someone's like, period, like I know they're like, we're not the same age, or like,
well, people are so online now.
It depends.
Like, well, some people in their 30s will be like, bet, or
well, bet I would say is around 30 though.
Yeah,
my little brother's not going to say bet.
I guess I kind of don't.
Bet is older than us.
You can also just be on TikTok a lot and pick up on some stuff. Like
totally.
Like demure, very mindful. Whatever. Like that is something that like I would hear and understand.
Yeah.
There's not much.
Would you use it though?
No.
But that's my point. You wouldn't use it because you're not Gen Z. Like you're not going to text someone and be serious about saying like, okay, slay. Like I have friends that are Gen Z and they would seriously be like, yeah, that's like slay. Like they wouldn't be like fire. They'd be like, yeah, it's serving cunt. Like, and I'm like, I would never like say that.
I would say it as a joke.
Yeah, but you wouldn't say it for real. They say it for real.
A part of my vocab.
That's what I'm saying. So there's a distinction. And I had asked someone and someone had said to them, I'm low-key lightweight tripping. And I was dying.
Lightweight tripping. That is like
I'm low-key lightweight tripping. I was like, wait, let me think for a second what that means. I was like, so you're kind of fucked up is what that means.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. See, like that.
Low-key lightweight tripping. Because like tripping is like you're
squint and turn my head a little bit, but I don't think I would be able to respond.
Yeah, and then I like had asked the age of the person. They were 23, and I was like, too young.
How scary is it that 23 is just like too young to talk to?
Oh, another dating story of a friend I had is she went on a date with a guy, and she said the guy like kept saving his gum everywhere they went. Like he put it underneath the plate, and then like the waiter would come to take the plate, and he'd be like, "Oh no, wait 1 sec," and then like have to get his gum back and then put it back in his mouth. And it happened like they went and like sat down, had a full meal somewhere. He did it. She was horrified. Then they went and got like ice cream. He did it there, like put it on the side. And then they went or like had to like dessert somewhere. And then they got like cocktails. He did it on the napkin and would take it back. Like you don't have, I feel like you don't have stories like you've never dated some crazies like this.
No, like no.
You're like,
because I don't think I would ever put myself in a situation with someone like that. You gotta know. I've had one that I didn't know was a date. And then
oh shit.
Yeah. And then it was she was kind of like, what are we kind of thing. I was like, oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Because the whole time
that's uncomfy.
I thought it was like a business situation.
Yeah.
It was not. But that's the craziest thing.
Yeah. I thought I had met like a gay best friend, and the guy was like, wait, what makes you think I'm gay? And I was like, well, you told me you like Cher, you listen to Cher, you work out in booty shorts, like spandex, and you told me you party in WeHo. but the people at the restaurant were like laughing at me, like, how dumb is this girl? And I'm like, okay. And I had listed all that out to him right back to his face. I was like, because of this.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, that got uncomfy real fast.
One time I was in the Hamptons and I had a crown, I had a root canal.
Yeah.
The crown of the root canal.
I walked around with a plastic crown.
Oh no, well that wouldn't be weird either for me. That wouldn't be out of my box. But it popped off at one point during the weekend when I was chewing gum. And so we came back to the city. We were in New York,
with the crown.
And I kept having to take it out while I was eating because when I would chew, it would pop off. And I went on a date when I was back in the city, and I was just like pretty upfront, like this will pop off and I'll swallow it. To be honest, like with the food. Yeah. So every time we went somewhere and we got food, I'd have to take my tooth out and put it on the plate. And then there was one time I had taken my tooth out. We were at Michigan. Yeah. I take my tooth out, my back molar. I put it on the plate, and then I was still working on my food very clearly. And I went to the restroom. I came back. They had cleared my plate. By the way, a crown for a tooth is like $1,700.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Like with insurance. Yeah. It's still.
Yeah, it's like more than a retainer.
Yeah. And they had cleared my plate, and I was like, "Where is my plate?" And the waiter was like,
"Where's my crown?"
Yeah, where is my plate? And he was like, I took it, and it's
in the kitchen.
Clean. I was like, I left something on it. And he's like, what'd you leave? And I was like, my tooth. And so it was a quiet restaurant. So loudly, he goes, you left your tooth on the plate? And then like 3 tables are looking at us. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, there's no way there's no possible way. Because it was a restaurant that had one of those like incinerator washing machines.
I was gonna say, did they invite you in the back to go look for
They did, but I was like, there's no way. You're right. So
that's unfortunate.
That was sad.
Do you have like random people that you've like met in public from things that you follow on social media and you like still keep up with them? Like I have this man that I met in Jackson Hole at a bar, like a cowboy bar. Yeah. He's like fully a cowboy. Like has like 600 followers, like if that. And he posts his like toothless journey on TikTok, and I follow his toothless journey.
That's good. How's it going for him?
It's good. I like look for the updates. He doesn't post a ton, but like I still am there following him and like looking for his toothless journey updates.
Yeah, I went to Bali my junior year of college, and while we were there, it's a pretty international spot, obviously, for like fun people that like to go out and like you surf all day and then you party all night kind of thing. Like you dance, you really dance. Yeah. So like everyone we met, it was so fun like hanging out with them because we're like literally laughing, dancing, shaking it. It's so much fun. And we met these 2 girls from the UK that were very Love Island UK, like big veneers. Essex. Tan, fake tan, like blonde, but they were so much fun. Yeah. And I follow both of them still, and one just had a baby and is getting engaged. And that was, I mean, it was almost 8 years ago. Yeah. And I've followed her since from meeting her out one night at a bar, and we still DM each other back and forth. I said, congrats on the baby. Like, no, I think that's great.
Those interactions are so funny. Like I have people on like Facebook like that are having babies now that I had added when I was like 15, 16, making out with them on the beach on spring break. Yeah. And I'm like, wow, look at their like life all put together.
It's weird. It's very so weird. Yeah. I have a bunch of people.
And I love watching their life.
There's a lot of people too that like I am like, who is this? And then I have to scroll back to 2019 to figure out like, oh my gosh, yes, Hawaii, you know, like whatever, some random thing.
Yeah. Did you ever have like an obsession with someone when you were like younger from your hometown? Like I had like people I was like obsessed with their lives. Obsessed with this girl whose nickname was J Run. I'm like, J Run, if you're watching, I love you. But she was like so popular as like kids, and then just kind of like fell off. No offense, you got a boyfriend and you like went to your family's villa in Tuscany. And yeah. But anyways, I was like obsessed with what she was doing. She would like make YouTube videos, like music video. Like I'm like 13, 14 at the time, like dancing to songs. I would watch them and be like, she is so cool. Like she'd buy a tank top from a store. Like I would buy the tank top from the store.
Whoa, like, the original influencer.
Yeah, she was like, what? Like, yes.
That's crazy.
And one day before swim practice, I was trying to search her and I kept searching her name. And I was like, why isn't it searching? Like, why isn't it pulling up? So I kept searching her, wasn't coming up. This was like Facebook stalking days. So I just kept searching her. And then I had to go to practice. I get out of practice. My one best friend like had called me, because like we weren't like texting or like we're like young. She was like, oh my God, you have to look at your Facebook and delete it. I was posting her name over and over and over and over and over. Every time I was trying to search her, I was posting her name. So it was up for the whole swim practice. And I was like, fuck. No, it was so bad. I was like, wow.
Oh my God. What?
Caught.
Oh yeah. My God.
Caught. I was so embarrassed.
You literally have to be like, someone took my phone.
Like no, there was no like, I just like deleted them all and like pretend, but I didn't know her. I didn't know her. I was just like a fan. Like I didn't know her. Like now I know who, like she like knows me because I ended up getting like popular in high school, but like at the time, like I was not shit. Like
that is crazy.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Oh my gosh,
like,
that's nightmare.
I followed like her whole friend group. Like it was not. Those are always good. The hometown stories. You never really like stalked anyone. Like all my girlfriends like have that. Like they have their own J Run that they've stalked, but I guess like you're a guy, so maybe it's not the same. There wasn't even like a girl you were just like obsessed with.
No, I really wasn't. I kind of always had this thing, which is narcissism for sure. Like I'm able to recognize that now.
Yeah.
Like I always was like, I cannot wait to get out of here. Like I do not care about people here. Like I definitely was like, I want to hang out with the upperclassmen when I was a freshman. But I never had the like, I am obsessed with you. I want to keep up with you. I just was like, I want to get invited to the parties.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. Who was like your first crush?
This girl that was my first kiss, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
What was she like?
She was really cool girl, like didn't care, super funny. I still remember her laugh, which is funny. Like it was like the funniest, like kind of just like didn't really care, didn't try to be popular. Like I remember there was one group of girls that was like randomly one day, just like got back to school from summer break and they were all 6 feet tall somehow and had like, you know, were wearing bras. I remember it was like girls randomly had boobs one day. And those were the popular girls.
Yeah.
They all got pregnant, every single one of them, like by the end of high school. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're all still in my hometown and like with kids, like probably 2 kids by now. But
it's crazy how the popular kids kind of like change. And then like sometimes the weird kids like blow up and become like people that are in entertainment now. And you're like, what?
Yeah.
Like, where'd you come from? It's so funny.
I went to high school actually with, do you know Freddie from iCarly?
Yeah.
His like cousin or something. So he would always pop in for like lunch
with
his
his funny.
Cousin. But that was
that's
like
a good one.
That was like the most famous. It was like Freddie from iCarly is here today.
iCarly likes to message Gianni. Like used to, who I'm dating him now.
Miranda Cosgrove?
Yes.
Oh, iCarly likes to message Gianni. I'm like, which one? But she wasn't one of the like tall.
Yeah.
Like I just thought she was cute and funny and like kind of like California-y and like when you're from probably from the Midwest or from Texas, like we have one palm tree that everyone takes their Instagram pictures in front of, and it's like down by the gas station.
Yeah,
you know?
that's hilarious.
So she was just like she was my first kiss. It was funny because we used to plan like I would have my friend text her friend to plan to like meet up in the hallway in between classes.
Stop, that's hilarious. It was like a full coordination.
Yeah, and I would like I was too scared to like spend money on her gifts for like Valentine's Day. So like the girls would like buy me an Abercrombie and Fitch gift card to give to her, and I would give them cash. Like it was like a $20 Abercrombie and Fitch gift card, and I would give it to her, and then we would hug, and that would be like the only time we saw each other, you know. And then
that's hilarious.
And then
how old were you? Like
12?
Middle school? Yeah. Okay. I was like, this isn't high school.
Yeah. No. High school was different, but high school was also like people would just like the girls would all have a sleepover, and the guys would all have a sleepover in one of the neighborhoods, and then we'd all like walk and meet up with each other, and we'd just swim all day. Swim in the lake or swim in someone's pool, or
fun.
Or we'd play like hide and seek,
Fun.
We were pretty tame.
Can't say I played hide and seek in high school. Mine was a bit rowdy.
I guess I'm thinking of like junior high.
Yeah.
We'd go to the haunted house and stuff, or like something.
We did that. I peed my pants.
You peed your pants in the haunted house?
Well, apparently the #1 haunted house in the country is in Michigan, where I'm from.
That makes sense.
It takes an hour long. You have to sign a waiver that the monsters can touch you. I pissed myself. I thought I was gonna die.
That's scary. I was scared of haunted houses because my mom's kind of a freak, and she would always be like, "Don't go to the haunted house because that's a great place for an actual murderer to murder you, and then your friends all think it's a joke."
Yeah, that's scary. I can't do it. Do you have any good like funny high school party stories?
I didn't get my driver's license, until I was like 17 and a half.
Okay.
So I was able to like mooch off of the DVs and be like, "I'm sorry, you can't DD tonight. I don't have my license. Baby. I don't have my license. I can't drive." So I was never the DD until I was like 18. I think that was like my first time being the DD. But we would go to parties until 11, which is kind of funny.
And then you would like go home
10:30 and then go home. Yeah.
That's
insane. To someone's house.
I actually grew up in an area that was so insane that my high school parties were better than like the college parties I went to.
That's funny.
Because the people were just like wealthy and like had like open bars, and it was like felt like Gatsby.
Yeah,
like
that's cool.
But what comes with that was like a lot of issues and problems and drama and ridiculous stories. I remember one time I left a party and I like wore home someone else's Uggs, but it was 2 different people's Uggs, both not mine. So I had worn home like 2 left shoes, and they were like tall when I had the short and different colorways. And so I had to do an exchange with not one person, but 2 people the next day for the correct shoes. Do you guys have like a Waffle House or somewhere you go like after? Whataburger. Okay, so we have this thing called Leo's. Like everyone goes to Leo's. Like it's open all 24 hours. So we would go there at like 2 a.m. I was so drunk. I left my like black high heel Steve Madden shoes there. So I went home barefoot. Next day I was like, shit, like I need those back. Like those are expensive. Nice shoes. I loved my Steve Madden black pump. So I called this place. I'm like, hey, like are my shoes there? And they're like, what color and what size are they?
Like there's another pair of Steve Madden.
I had to confirm that they were mine.
Oh my God.
I'm like, they're size 7. They're black. Like
yeah, we have them. Someone's like taking them off. The cashier's taking them off.
Yeah, they like asked me as if it was like my ID. I'm like, who else left their shoes here?
Oh my God. My best friend at the time was like going to lose his virginity at this party.
Oh no.
And he's in this bed that the owner of the house like said to her best friend, like, you guys can use this bed. I was like, okay, like you guys like go ahead and I'll be out here. Like, and it was like a big party. There was a lot of people there.
Yeah.
And the parents came home and I had no idea the bedroom they were in was the master bedroom. And he was like losing like in real time his virginity. And the parents were like, what are you doing in our bed? Get out of our bed. And he had to like get out of the bed and he's naked with a boner. Like she's like covered. I was just like
terrible.
So bad. There was another really time bad. Like we had so many times we had to like run. There's another time where like our buddy had everyone over. This was actually a night that I was a DD, and I look over at him and he's sitting on his phone and it had called 911. And I'm like, you're on. And he just hung up. He was like, crap. I'm like, no. You can't just hang up. He's like, hey, I just hung up. And so cops go up. And I ran out and I ran through the woods out of his house and like ran down the street. I had to leave my car there because like I couldn't pull it out. It was like a gated situation because I was on a ranch.
Yeah.
So even though I was the DD, I did have to leave my car there. And then my parents were like, where's your car been?
You're like,
overnight. I was like, I don't know how I got away with so much stuff.
I know, it's crazy.
Well, I feel like happy I didn't drive even though I didn't drink that much.
You know, it's like a thing that like the younger generation doesn't like party as much or like have sex as much or like go out at all because they just like stay home on their phones. I'm like, that's why they're so quick to be better than PR agencies now because they're all doing that instead.
I'm like semi-jealous. I wish that we didn't like party so much, you know, but like I'm glad that we did because there is just priceless like canon events that happen when you do that.
Yeah, I'm like, I wouldn't trade it for anything. Like, I love my whole experience was so fun. I
didn't even want to go to college. I was having so much fun in high school.
Wait, I wrote down on here. I was like, why does Connor not go to the Aloe gym?
I've been invited.
You just don't go?
I've been invited to the Aloe gym. I work at my friend's garage right now.
Okay.
So I'm trying to get up to a point where like I could go to the Aloe gym and hold my own.
Got it.
Because I don't want to be next to Lucy Hill or Glenn Powell in a video.
Got it. What do you think of Glenn Powell?
He went to UT Austin, which is where I went to college. Okay. So like I am predisposed to like him. Mm-hmm. I don't have that like passion toward like loyalty to him yet. Sure. But like I don't dislike him. He has this thing where it's like he is in everything. Yeah, he's in everything. And it's working. Like I'm like, oh, that's my friend. I'm like dying. Like I don't know him at all, but like I'm like, this is my friend. Yeah,
I'm dying to meet him in person because online he gives me the icks so bad.
Well, he's very media trained. That's another one of those.
I don't know if it's media trained though. It's just like I don't know if I could pinpoint it.
He kind of reminds me.
I need to pinpoint it. Termite. Yeah. Gianni referred to someone we met this weekend as hot anteater. He was like, who's the guy that was the good he said good looking, he didn't say hot, he said good looking anteater.
I get it.
And I said I don't know who and then we figured out who the good looking anteater was later on, but
fully
like
understand.
I was crying laughing. I have this like weird thing and I feel like it's something you would randomly be able to relate to, but like did you ever go out for like group dinners for sushi? Have you ever done a group sushi dinner?
Yeah, wait, where are you going to go with this? I have a lot of hot takes about this.
I like hate it because I feel territorial over making sure I get enough sushi. So it's almost not fun.
Stop.
Like I can't focus on the conversation because I'm already thinking like, okay, I only get one piece here and one piece here. And I'm like not even a dude. So it's like embarrassing. No, like I can't do it.
Not look at it. You don't want to be like, I want that last piece. Like I do.
No, it's horrible.
Sometimes I'm like, just so this is over, here, eat this. No, eat this. Just eat it. Because I want it. I don't like charcuterie boards for the same reason. I have a TikTok that I wrote about this.
Really?
Verbatim. It feels territorial. I feel competitive.
Yes.
Like you guys are my friends, but I'm going to start acting out. Like, why am I fighting over a grape? You know?
I'll be like, do I even like this new person that's here? Like, I feel like I should eat the grape over them.
I also ate before I came. Like, I don't need any pepperoni right now. You know?
No, it's so bad.
Oh, it's humiliating. But the group style dinners where it's like, all right, well, you ate that entire roll. I'm not going to pay as much as you. You know, like, and I don't want to act nasty.
I know.
Terrible. I know what I came here to have.
I do think sushi's way worse than the other food groups. Like, pasta's a lot more shareable. Yeah. And like, it fills everyone. Like, sushi is already not super filling. So to be sharing it.
No, and then you're just so aware of how little you had for dinner.
I can't do it. I literally like can't even focus on what's happening at the dinner. It ruins me.
No. I'm so glad to have like someone that aligns on that with me. Because when someone's like, I come here a lot, I'll order for the table. I'm like, no.
I'm like, okay, now order double.
Yeah, go ahead and get two of these. It's making me mad for this weekend. Yeah. I'm assuming I'll probably do that once this weekend.
Yeah, like Wabi right here. If you've been,
I literally just got a text like Wabi happy hour tomorrow. Yeah. And I'm like, well, probably not anymore because I just got mad.
Do you know what I'll do? I order one roll for myself. I say, I go, oh, I like this really weird roll, so like I'll just get this one.
It's like spicy
and then
tuna.
No, it's the Tiger King one.
Yep.
Is it the Tiger or is it the Rick James? I mixed it up. I took a picture. This is what I fucked myself on this roll. I took a picture of the two rolls. There's the Tiger King and there's the Rick James. I took a picture of it. I labeled them. And then I figured out I was wrong. So I drew arrows pointing to the others. And then someone else told me I was wrong, even though I was right.
Gotcha.
So then mixed them up for me. So I refer to this referral picture every time. That's really confusing to decide which is the roll that I like.
Okay.
And then if I can't remember, I'll just order both.
And that's okay too. The sushi's good left over.
Ew.
I like it. No. I think I can eat it the next day.
What?
I can eat it for
the avocado like turns brown and you can still eat it?
You put lemon on the avocado, like even a drop of lemon, it doesn't turn brown.
Really?
Mm-hmm. But you just have to be okay with some citrus on your sushi.
I just don't really like avocado in general. So I think that's pretty much it, guys.
Thanks for having me.
I'm like that was so fun.
When you were like, we're going to wrap up soon, I'm like, really? I thought it would be 20 minutes.
No, we've been going for a while.
That's crazy.
I feel bad. I'm like, if people are still listening, that's amazing.
No, we had a lot to cover.
We did. There's so much to cover. So many good things.
Well, I'm your neighbor. I'll come back.
Yeah, when you have to come back.
When you'll have me back. Now that the lava lamp
See, yeah, it's heated. Now it's like going.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love a good lava
I'll let you know if I get another lava lamp in a PR package.
Please, let me know.
All right, for everybody watching, this is Connor, rebranded Connor Wood. We will link all his socials down below so you guys can go follow him on all his channels. Give this video a like, give this podcast a 5-star rating if you enjoyed it, and look out for more episodes.
Thanks for having me.
All right, bye guys.
Bye.